I bought the Raspberry Pi 5 6 months ago. I finally completed all of the testing across lots of computers. I guess it's time to review it. The Raspberry Pi 5 has the Broadcom BCM2712 SoC, which has 4 cores, a clock speed of 2.4 GHz, and a VideoCore V3D7 GPU. Currently there are 4 and 8 GB RAM options. It introduces a PCIe 1 export and a power button, but it removes the headphone jack, unfortunately. There's also a proper heatsink and fan available to purchase. Let's get into the benchmarks. Starting with our own in-house PiBench benchmark, which measures single-threaded performance, the Raspberry Pi 5 has more than double the performance of the Raspberry Pi 4 and puts the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus to shame. If we compare that to all x86 PCs, well, of the ones that I've tested, the Raspberry Pi 5 absolutely dominates all of them, showing that it has even better single-core performance than my AMD Ryzen 5 5500. Onto the Sysbench single-threaded benchmark. The Raspberry Pi 5 gets around 1.5 times the performance of the Raspberry Pi 4. If we compare this score to x86 PCs, the Raspberry Pi 5 is easily outrun by the AMD Ryzen 5 5500, but has a higher score than the Intel Core i3 1000 NG4, the CPU in my early 2020 MacBook Air. In the Sysbench multi-threaded benchmark, the Raspberry Pi 5 once again has 1.5 times the performance of the Raspberry Pi 4. When comparing this to x86 PCs, it gets crushed by the AMD Ryzen 5 5500, which has 12 threads rather than 4, so obviously it's going to get better performance. But both the Pi 5 and the Pi 4 beat the Intel Core i7 3770 and my early 2020 MacBook Air. Finally, onto graphics performance. In GLMark 2, the Raspberry Pi 5 has double the GPU performance of the Raspberry Pi 4 and embarrasses the Pi 3A Plus and 3B Plus. If we compare this to desktop GPUs and integrated graphics on x86 processors, we can see that the Raspberry Pi 5 gets absolutely crushed by the AMD Radeon RX 6600. But let's keep it real. It fares reasonably well against older integrated graphics. Overall, I am incredibly impressed with the performance of the Raspberry Pi 5. It has true desktop class performance and great value for its $110 price tag. That's New Zealand dollars, for the 4GB of RAM model. I'm pleasantly surprised that beats my originally $1,700 New Zealand dollar MacBook Air in CPU performance. That's only 3 years ago. The addition of PCIe means that you can add faster NVMe storage with add-on hats, meaning you don't have to rely on sometimes unreliable micro SD cards. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share this video with your friends, comment, and subscribe. Also check out our Patreon. Hopefully we can get a video up there soon. See you next time. Bye.